One of the most engaging aspects of Game of Thrones was its rich, intricate world, rooted in the lore of George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire novels. However, as the show outpaced its source material, many beloved elements of the story were either minimized or left behind. A major casualty of this was the Golden Company, a legendary mercenary group whose long history and significance were all but erased in the final season. Their hasty introduction and swift downfall in the series finale missed a prime opportunity to explore one of Westeros' most dangerous factions. The Golden Company, a force born from rebellion. In both the books and the show, the Golden Company holds a prestigious position as the most formidable sellsword company in Essos. However, their origins are rooted in a rebellion against the ruling Targaryen family. Over a century before the events of Game of Thrones, Daemon Blackfyre, the legitimized son of King Aegon IV, led a rebellion against his Targaryen relatives, sparking the infamous Blackfyre Rebellion. After Daemon's defeat, his surviving followers, led by his half-brother Igor Rivers, better known as Bittersteel, fled Westeros and formed the Golden Company. The group was initially composed of exiled knights and soldiers loyal to the Blackfyre cause, whose ultimate goal was to return to Westeros and restore the Blackfyres to the throne. Over the years, they earned a fearsome reputation not just for their discipline and fighting prowess, but also for their unwavering honor. Unlike other mercenaries, the Golden Company famously never broke a contract, which set them apart from the often unreliable sellsword bands of the Free Cities. A lost opportunity for a second Dance of the Dragons. The Golden Company plays a much larger role in the A Song of Ice and Fire novels than in the TV series. In the books, they are poised to spark a new civil war, one that echoes the original Targaryen conflict known as the Dance of the Dragons. The mercenaries break their contract with the city of Myr to march on Volantis, ultimately aligning themselves with a young man claiming to be Prince Aegon Targaryen, the supposedly lost son of Rhaegar Targaryen. Their goal is to restore Aegon to the Iron Throne, with the potential for a massive conflict if Daenerys Targaryen, another claimant to the Targaryen legacy, returns to Westeros. Many fans speculate that Aegon is not a true Targaryen, but rather a descendant of the Blackfyres. This theory would explain why the Golden Company, historically enemies of the Targaryens, would back his claim. If true, the Golden Company's allegiance would be rooted in a century-old vendetta, with the potential to reignite a civil war that could have reshaped the series' final season. The Golden Company's weak depiction in the final season. In the television adaptation, however, the Golden Company's rich history and potential for dramatic storytelling were sidelined. Introduced late in the series by Cersei Lannister in Season 8, they were portrayed as a fearsome army meant to bolster her claim to the throne. However, despite their reputation as one of the most disciplined fighting forces in the world, the Golden Company was reduced to a mere plot device, meeting their demise within minutes. Their involvement in the Battle of King's Landing was nothing short of a disappointment. As Daenerys Targaryen's dragon Drogon destroyed their naval allies, the Iron Fleet, the Golden Company stood oblivious on the battlefield. Soon after, they were wiped out in a matter of minutes by Drogon's flames and a charge from the Unsullied and Northern armies. The sellswords that had been touted as a major threat were vanquished before they had a chance to truly make an impact, leaving fans questioning why they were introduced in the first place. What could have been? The mishandling of the Golden Company in the show robbed Game of Thrones of a thrilling narrative opportunity. Instead of being a force that reshaped the power dynamics of Westeros, they were reduced to little more than an easily defeated obstacle. Their rich history, connections to the Targaryens, and potential to spark a new Dance of the Dragons were all lost in the rush to wrap up the series. Had the show delved into their backstory and motivations, the final season could have been enriched by exploring the deeper conflicts of Westerosi history. The Golden Company could have been presented as a faction with its own agenda, not just as hired swords for Cersei, but as an army fighting for its own cause, the restoration of a Blackfyre pretender. Such a storyline could have given the final season the complexity and depth that earlier seasons were known for, adding another layer of intrigue to Daenerys' quest for the Iron Throne. Conclusion. Ultimately, Game of Thrones missed a major opportunity by underusing the Golden Company in its final season. What could have been a powerful and dramatic faction with ties to Westeros' long and bloody history was instead a footnote in the larger story. Fans of the books and the show alike were left to wonder what might have been, had the Golden Company been given the attention and respect they deserved.